Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Get ready, because Tyler Richardson and the High Bank Boys are coming to Sigourney on Saturday, April 26th at Enchanted Events, 20595 255th Street, just south of Sigourney. Order your tickets online by going to enchantedeventsvenue.com or find the Enchanted Events Facebook page for the ticket links. There are 3 different ticket options: general admission, VIP, or reserve. Doors open at 7 and the cash bar and band starts at 8. It's Tyler Richardson and the High Bank Boys, Saturday, April 26th at Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
And welcome in. It's time for the sports section here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook and YouTube. Maybe you're listening in podcast form after the fact. We are live at Barnwired at 119 East Marion in Sigourney. Great place to stop in for some breakfast and coffee to get you going on this Saturday morning. All right, let's switch to our live view. We've got our host, Jenny Hobbs, hanging out with us. Jenny, who do we have coming up a little bit later on in the show? I can't remember the young lady's name.
Dakota Mitchell from Mid-Prairie.
All right, Dakota Mitchell from Mid-Prairie, going to be hanging out with us here in a little bit. But first, we start off with a first on the sports section. We welcome in our very first athletes from Oskaloosa High School coming in from Oskaloosa Track and Field. Jenny, I'll let you take it away.
All right, I guess today is going to be 3A school day. All right, with Mid-Prairie and Oskaloosa here. So we have Oskaloosa Track. You guys just go ahead and introduce yourselves and what event you run, or throw, or jump.
I'm Tierney Carter, and I run the 400 up to the 1500, the 4x1, and I also do high jump.
Hi, my name is Miley McCain. I run anything from like an open 1 to an open 2. And then, like, the sprint mid, the 4x2, and the 4x1.
I'm Vivian Bullabaugh. I'm a junior, and I just run what she puts me in. I don't try to argue about that stuff. So that's like 100s, 200s, all sprints. So, yeah.
And I did notice, I was doing a little homework last night, and I did notice that, Tierney, you are, 5th in 3A in the 400?
Yeah, I am.
All right, and I also saw you had excellent times in the 800, and which one in the 1500? What's your favorite event?
My favorite event is probably the 400 because it's right in between being a sprint and just needing enough, aerobic to keep up for the full lap.
We're using big science words this morning. Aerobic. If anybody knows what that is, that's like with oxygen. Probably by the end it's anaerobic a little bit without oxygen. Anywho, what is I have no idea where I was going with that. Now have you qualified for Drake, or do you know, or
yeah, we just found out yesterday that I did qualify for Drake. I was originally sitting in 16th place, so we were up all night watching to make sure because top 16 go, but we did find out that I did make it.
Well, that's awesome. Is this your first time going to be competing at the Drake Relays?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, well, it's going to be awesome. So your shoes are going to turn blue, and it's going to be amazing. So you guys, you said what's your guys' favorite part of track? Let's put it that way.
I'd say my favorite part of track is just building new relationships with people, because we had, I want to say, about half of our team were new freshmen this year. So I'd say we have a lot of new faces on the track team, and that building the relationships and like helping them and seeing them improve on stuff.
How many kids do you have on the track team?
I think it's like
like
20 counting throwers.
yeah, about 20 of them.
Good.
So we're a little bit small, but
Small but mighty. My favorite part in track is probably building those new relationships. I think that's really important in sports atmosphere, like just bonding with everyone, like on a certain level. So that's definitely fun, making new friendships. And once like you guys are all friends and like close together, then like that's when you guys start getting like good times and all of that, because you guys just click, you know.
I hear you. I do have a funny story about an Oskaloosa track meet. Carolyn Holm, who is actually, she's now the funeral director in town.
Okay.
But when she was in high school, Sigourney had a track meet there, and she's a thrower. So, you know, after you throw, you don't have much to do, right? Except for cheer everybody on. Well, it was a nice sunny day, and she, decided to put tape, you know, she's tore tape strips and put them on her legs. Well, then it tanned in striped fashions down her legs, and it was on there like all summer long because it kept getting darker, and the other one, it was lighter. Anyway, that's my Oskaloosa track story. So do you guys play any other sports?
Yeah, I do cross country, and I'm also involved in gymnastics.
Well, what events do you do in gymnastics? Now I'm curious.
Well, it's all 4 events, so bars, beam, vault, and floor, and that's all year round.
Like, are you like really good?
I mean,
I am an Olympic freak, so I know all about the Olympics and all that stuff. So are you like, so you're not just like Steven, where you just do one event?
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's cool. What club do you do that with?
Transform Academy. It's in Oski.
They have a gymnastics club in Oski?
Yeah, it's in University Park, but it's everyone from Oski and then like surrounding areas.
So how often do you compete?
I just got done with my season, but it's from December until April usually.
So what's the coolest trick that you can do? Like I should say maneuver. Can you do any Simone Biles stuff?
No, I'm not that good.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't know if they were starting to name, moves after you yet, or
Not quite.
Okay. So what other activities are you in?
I
And it could be
just
other.
run track.
Okay, and say it could be other school stuff too. What else do you do at school?
I mean, I guess I'm in yearbook.
Hey, that's important.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah,
I'd
okay,
say.
good.
Getting to create the book of the year.
Yeah, hopefully no typos, right? Because then they'll remember you forever.
With my pages, there might be, but I won't put my name on the page.
I'm involved in softball, swimming, and track, so
Swimmer.
pretty busy.
Yeah.
Around, so.
Does Oskaloosa have a pool at their high school?
Yeah, we do. It's like not at the high school. It's like the old Y. The new Y, they're working on the new pool, and I think that should be done the year after I graduate. So I won't be able to swim in that. So, but I was looking forward to it.
Is it a 50-meter pool?
No, I think it's just 25. But yeah, I think it should be very useful and beneficial because our swimming program is, I think, growing by the year.
Good.
Yep.
So what are you already told me. My bad. Sorry, it's early. So what's your goals for the rest of the season?
I would say my goal, I'm definitely looking forward to Drake, but then also state. And the past 2 years, like freshman year I qualified 4 events, sophomore year I qualified 3. I really want to qualify all 4 of my events again. And I'm running some new ones this year, so I really want to get better in those. But then looking towards state, I really want to be top 5 at state for the 400 because I was 6th last year.
Hey, there you go. That's awesome.
Well, I don't know. I'd say my goals is just like to qualify for state. We have one relay right now that's going pretty good that I'd say we have a good shot at. But like being a senior, that'd be awesome.
How many seniors are on the team?
3.
3. There's another runner and then a thrower.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
So you're kind of the leader of the group.
Yeah, you could say. You could say so.
Yeah, I agree with that. That relay, I'm a part of that. That'd be me, Miley, Tierney, and then we got a freshman on it. So it's kind of a young relay besides Miley, but
Okay, so you got
that's the 4x1.
Okay, I was gonna say thanks for. I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
So
Tierney stepped out of her shell, and now she's in a 100.
I was gonna say 1500, 100. That's the diversity, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How's the handoffs?
We actually I feel like we just improved a lot on that. We were struggling with that for a little bit, but everything gets better with practice and
Yeah, because that's
putting time into
that's everybody's fast, but the key to good 4x1's the handoffs.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
All right. Me being the junior high track coach, I know these things. Steve, do you have any questions for him?
I got it easy, Jenny, because I have the internet in front of me over here, so I can cheat. So I'm looking at I think it was your latest track meet, girls. That Tierney, you had a first place finish and a new personal record on the 400 meter dash. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, going into that race, I was very stressed for it because this is our last meet before Drake. Like, everyone's last meet was this Thursday, and so I was very stressed. And there was supposed to be one other girl in it who had a faster time than me, and she ended up not showing. So I had to run that race by myself, and I knew I just had to push throughout the whole race because there was no one around me. And I really wasn't expecting it because the wind was really bad on Thursday. But I ended up with a new PR, and then I set the meet and stadium record there, and I got myself up into that top 16 to get myself to Drake.
Yeah, very cool. You can not only do you run fast, but you can also high jump pretty good too.
Yeah,
from what I'm seeing. You got second place the other night with a leap of 5.2. Am I seeing that right?
Yeah,
all right.
That's correct.
So yeah, that's very. And then you guys are you all involved in this quartet? The 4x100 and 4x200?
Yeah, we
Am I
are.
seeing that right?
I'm not in the 4x2.
Okay.
Yeah, but me and Miley are both in the 4x1.
All right.
4x2.
Well, I'll let you guys. You guys had a good night the other night. It looks like you had some season bests going on there.
Oh yeah, for sure. We had a couple. Do you want to take it away?
I don't. Okay, so our 4x2 is me, Vivian, Delaney, and Monica. And Monica, she's they're both freshmen actually. So it's kind of like there's some youngins on it, but I'd say every single race we've been improving.
Good.
So
Good deal.
yeah.
Back to Tierney. Now, you were also involved. Did I cut you off?
No.
Sorry. Tierney, let's go back to you. You were. I remember your name because back in the fall you made it to state in cross country, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
How was that experience?
That was really fun. I mean, I had made it all 3 years so far, but going back, like, I really had bigger goals, like, to place at state and everything, and I didn't quite get those, but my season was still a lot better, and, like, I improved a lot throughout the season.
Fantastic. Jenny, you got anything else?
No, I was just going to ask, coaching junior high track, and you're like, run a 400, and, seventh grader goes out there, and we talk about what you're supposed to, how to strategize, but, they just go, and oh my gosh, they hit the wall and can't even barely finish, and it's kind of funny. But so what is your strategy in the 400?
Well, I really try to get out hard because I know my start, like, that sets up the race for how it's going to go. And then on the back stretch, I'll usually, like, stride out more and try to keep up my speed. And then that last, like, 150, it's just, like, everything you have left. Like, your legs are hurting, everything's hurting, and you just have to push through. So I just try and keep my speed up throughout the last half.
Okay, I have a challenge for you. If you're, you already qualified for Drake and all this stuff, so if you are winning by a lot, can you do like a back handspring across the finish line?
I mean, I probably could, but I don't know how the coaches would feel about that.
Legend. That would put you at legend status.
Just make sure you send the video to Steve Shuttler Media. That way I get a lot of views.
Because any of you guys long jump? No. I did have a junior high kid once, and he came and goes, so when I'm doing the long jump, can I like jump forward? And I was like, well, yeah, land and hopefully go forward. You don't want to go back. So whatever, I didn't think much of it. So whatever, I just happened to look over the long jump pit when he's going down the runway. I was like, he like dove, like jumping forward meant he like dove, like head for. Oh, I was just like, yeah, they scratched him. If you're gonna do that again, you can be done. I was like, that's not what I meant. Yeah. There's always good junior high track stories. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, of course.
And best of luck to Drake. There's nothing better than Drake relays in my mind. Of course, I experienced it as an adult down at Peggy's, but whatever. Anyway, best of luck the rest of the season, and keep working on those handoffs.
Hey, before you get out of here, we probably should shout. Is there any other seniors or anybody, other teammates that you guys want to shout out? And who are your coaches as well?
Gosh, yeah.
Our coaches are Betsy Luck and Anna Gritters.
Anna Gritters and what's Bean's first name?
Mr. Bean.
There we go. Mr. B.
Shout out Riley Wilkin. I hope your boot gets off soon. She's a track girl. She'd be very fast, but she's injured right now. Who else do we shout out? Shout out Reese Campbell, the other senior. Shout out Emily Wellstout, the other senior. Who else?
I saw she just signed with somebody, didn't she?
Oh yeah, she just signed with Penn for cross country and track.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. So staying there in Oski. Yeah. All right. Well, before you get out of here, we need to get a group picture here. Yes. Work your hair. 3, 2, and 1. All right. We're good to go. Oskaloosa girls track debuting for Oskaloosa here on the sports section.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty awesome. Make sure you spread the word that other sports teams need to make the half-hour trek over to Sigourney and be part of our show. So, ladies, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, let's take a break. We'll get in some of our sponsors and be back with Dakota from Mid-Prairie. Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Find your Iowa dream home with AE Realty in Montezuma. With unparalleled industry knowledge, experience, and local expertise, AE Realty is the Montezuma real estate expert you've been looking for. Whether you're buying or selling, AE Realty can help you get the best deal. You can find AE Realty at 321 East Main Street in Montezuma. Call 641-623-2639 or online at www.aerealtyinc.com.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
Hey, welcome back. We are doing the sports section. We are live at Barnwired in Sigourney, Iowa. Again, a fantastic place to start your Saturday morning with some breakfast, with some coffee, whatever you need to get you going here. We got it at Barnwired in Sigourney. And again, thanks to Oskaloosa Girls Track for being in here just a few minutes ago. We now welcome in Dakota Mitchell from Mid-Prairie, and Jenny Hobbs is our springtime host. Jenny, take it away.
Super special guest this morning. Super special to me. I've had the pleasure of coaching Dakota in softball the last 3 years. And well, I've known her a long time. How old were you when you came to my basketball camp?
I don't even know. I probably would have been like, what, second or third grade?
I was going to say third or fourth grade.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dakota has signed and going to be leaving here in a couple months to go play volleyball at North Texas Division I. And she was part of the Mid-Prairie State volleyball qualifier team. Unfortunately, first round, you had to run into Mount Vernon.
We did.
But you played them the best of anybody at state.
We did.
So Dakota, let's tell us a little bit about, I guess you know her name. What other sports have you played at Mid-Prairie?
I have done softball and track in high school. I played basketball in middle school, but yeah, that's it.
And state qualifier in track.
Yep. Yes, I was.
And you ran at Drake.
Yep. Last junior year. Yes, I did. Yeah. 4x1.
Awesome. The reason I really wanted Dakota on this morning was just to talk about the level of commitment that it takes to become, a Division I athlete. For example, let's just talk about your summers, playing softball and going to Cedar Falls all the time for volleyball practices. How much time do you think you spend in a car on an average day?
When I was going to Cedar Falls for practice?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's like almost a 2-hour drive here and there. So like 4 hours on the road. So I would leave 2 hours prior to practice.
And also, your club team. Let's talk about your club team a little bit because it is loaded.
Yeah.
And you won nationals a couple years ago.
We did, yes.
So talk to us a little bit about who's on your team.
So I'm sure a lot of you are aware of the Schaefer twins from EBF. So they are on my club team. Chloe Meester and Sydney Maui, they both go to Mount Vernon. And then we have Carly Yonker from Xavier, Gracie Hoskins from CPU.
And tell them where they're going to go play college.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Backtrack. So the twins, EBF, they're going to UNI. Gracie Hoskins is going to Wartburg. Carly Yonker is going to Upper Iowa. Chloe is going to Louisville. Sydney Maui is Arkansas. Grace Hannum is from Cedar Falls, and she's going to UNI. Carly Weber, she is from Marion, and I think it's somewhere in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure what. Gannon. Is that 9? Is that 9 of us? Yeah.
My biggest question is, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but Chloe.
Yeah.
Going to Louisville, and Louisville's coach is now head coach at Nebraska. She's sticking with that commitment and going to Louisville?
Yes, she is. We just went to Louisville last weekend, and she went and visited her dorm and watched a practice. So, yes, she is 100% going there still.
Awesome. That's cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And Chloe's dad played football at Iowa and pro football. And so talk about just some of the training that you've gone through.
So I'm going to be completely honest with you. I haven't, volleyball wasn't my big thing, I guess, when I was, younger. It was always our softball family. So I was always hitting softballs and, playing catch with dad. So I feel like I got my, work ethic from that specifically. And then once I started getting older and realizing, volleyball is going to be my thing, I do private lessons because it's hard to do volleyball on your own to practice. So private lessons, going to practice twice a week. Lifting is a big thing for me. Staying quick, cardio, that's a big thing. Just getting those extra touches because you'll get more touches in a one-on-one lesson than you most likely will in a regular practice. So going in early, whether it's 30 minutes, whether it's an hour into practice, I do that and lessons, and that's really the big thing.
And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but we haven't talked about your position on the volleyball team.
Yeah.
She's not real big,
No.
So you can probably guess. She is a libero. And just, number one, I love watching you play. It's just the energy you bring. And so is libero just obviously a natural position, but did you start out as a libero?
I've always been a libero. I started club volleyball when I was in 4th grade, and I've had the libero jersey on ever since. So 9 years later, and I've still had it on. So, yep.
Let's talk about club volleyball for a little bit because, for example, we had we had spring volleyball, but our kids just played with our high school team. And then, like for example, Mid-Prairie, there's the Journey, and then the next level is the Rockets maybe. And then, so how do you, if you're an aspiring volleyball player, how do you get up the chain to get on an elite club team?
I mean, everyone starts somewhere. Obviously, I started at the YMCA League, and then I went to Rockets for 5 years. Rockets taught me a lot that I know now, and when it was time to leave, I needed to just do what was best for me. And that was just getting to a higher club level, playing at a higher division. I mean, you just keep working your way up. You got to do what's best for you. That's the biggest thing I found out in club is as much as it can hurt other people's feelings, you have to do what's best for you. So you just got to keep working hard, putting in the work, putting in more work than others don't see. A lot of people don't see the behind the scenes, and they just expect that you just do it at practice. So you have to do it behind the scenes, and that's how you work your way up to getting to, a national championship like we did last summer. So,
and exactly, that's why I really wanted to pound home how much it takes to be a Division I, even to play at work. Anywhere to play in college, it takes so much behind the scenes. And for example, you'd play nationals, get in the car or whatever time of night, and drive back and play a softball game.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's just those little things that I really want our viewers to realize that you just don't become a Division I athlete just because you're good in high school.
Yeah.
Basketball, track. We talked to Aaliyah Cooper earlier in the season. She's running on a club track team. All those things help greatly. So what's your mindset when you go into a workout?
Just get better. That's the biggest thing is you're just improve yourself, get better. Because you're not only helping yourself, you're helping your team. You want to be the best for your team. You obviously want to be best for yourself. But I know if I'm performing well and I'm doing what's best for my team, that's the goal. I want to just help my team. And I know going into workouts and even practice, you're helping your team. I'm going to make my team better. So that's my biggest thing.
And the one thing I really love about Dakota is she's fun, but really, really focused when she needs to be, and and just super competitive, and that drives her, which is an awesome trait. So give us your favorite volleyball moment.
Oh, it's got to be, high school or club?
Let's do both.
Okay, good. Club obviously winning the national championship last year. It was first set, it was 26-28. Second set, it was 34-32. I think it took 45 minutes, the second set. And then third set, it was 15-7 or something.
Yeah,
so that was
they gave up, right?
The most intense game. Yeah, they did. That was the most intense game I've probably been a part of. That, just staying engaged and then coming out on top was crazy.
Where was that team from?
Cleveland. Yeah, we will probably play them next weekend.
So it's one of those things where also we're talking nationals. So this Iowa team, these Iowa kids, and not from from normal sized towns.
Yes.
Like in Eddyville and your average high school kids. Not average as in athletic ability, but your average kid from Iowa is winning nationals. And Jovi's team, won nationals a couple years ago. It's just one of those things that in Iowa, we take volleyball pretty serious.
And the big difference with Iowa teams versus those Cleveland teams is that's all the girls do in Cleveland. Or these other big clubs. Iowa kids, we practice twice a week and we're in 3 other sports. And that's just what's crazy about everything is we're still at that level. That's just what's crazy to me. But
you can do it all. You can play multiple sports and be successful at them.
It helps you get, I feel like that's what's helped me become where I am today.
What about high school volleyball?
That's 100% making it to state last year after 4 years of trying so hard and being so close. So close. That was freshman year, talking with Zeb and Sherry, which all of this would have never happened without Zeb and Sherry. They were the ones that convinced my parents to let me try out for a club team. So talking to Zeb and Sherry, I was I want to help you get to state. That is the biggest goal. We've been so close, and just being able to experience it all and being a senior leader. Obviously, we played Mount Vernon first round. It's all right. We played them. They they were hard. I mean, I still talk to those 2 girls today. They were like, yeah, that was the hardest game we played at state. But definitely just making it to state and the culture and everything. Last year was the best year. Yeah.
Okay, so I got to ask you, what's your favorite softball memory? I have one, but I want to see what yours is.
Oh, my goodness. There has been so many, especially with you and Amy. Oh, my. You go first. I got to think about this.
Well, I think your home run at Fort Dodge.
Okay, yeah. And against Fort Dodge.
Against Fort Dodge.
Yeah, you're right. And against Fort Dodge and DeWitt.
On
yeah.
the field that you play at State. I mean, and it's
You're
tall
not
fence,
wrong.
deep fence, and our little shortstop here, little libero shortstop. Dinger.
It was a dinger. I do. You know what? That's probably it. That is probably it. Or the camping.
Oh,
that was
camping.
always fun.
Well, the puppy shower.
Oh my, yes, the puppy shower was awesome.
One of our players got a new puppy, so we decided to have a puppy shower.
Yes.
At Fort Dodge.
Yeah, that was funny.
Anyway, so I'm just so proud of Dakota and how she's matured and all these things. And when she comes to softball practice in the summer, she's got the cupping marks all over her shoulders, and it's all those little things in between games and practices, taking care of your body, and that is just, I think, vital to be a Division I athlete, especially
100%,
nowadays.
100%.
The big question is, when do you leave for Denton, Texas?
That would be June 18th. I move in. Classes start the following Monday.
Really?
Yeah, I'm enrolled in. I have to be enrolled in a summer course in order to be down there. So yes,
I'm saying that's what happens. A lot of Division I athletes always go down the summer before.
Yep.
Take a class, get involved, there for summer workouts. So you'll not be playing softball this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
it's
I'm not
still
gonna
in
be
the
coaching
thought
either.
works, but yeah.
Oh, really?
We'll see. I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that question. I don't want to do it in case the coach is watching this or something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anywho, and I do want to bring up that since you have signed with North Texas, there's like all these Iowa kids deciding to go to North Texas.
You're not joking. I literally just told my mom that.
I was like, Curtis Stinson Jr. now out of Des Moines Valley, who his dad played at Iowa State, has signed with North Texas, kind of turning down Iowa State and Nebraska. And,
there's a shortstop from City High. We would have played her. Yeah, you remember her?
Uh-huh.
She's going to North Texas to play softball.
There's one other guy that I know I texted you a while ago about going to North Texas, but like all these Iowa kids.
I know.
You must be the magnet.
I must be. I know. It's like I didn't even hear about this school until 3 years ago. So like, yeah.
Oh, we totally forgot talk about the recruiting process.
Yeah.
So I know we're kind of running out of time here, but just kind of quickly talk about the recruiting process. Who are you dead set going, if they offer me, I'm going?
I didn't have a dead set.
You didn't? Good.
Going into the recruiting process, I was told by multiple people, by my recruiting coordinator, you're a libero. Don't expect a full ride. Do not expect, you might not even get 1 year. Just be there for the culture and everything. I was like, okay. So I just went through that. I started sending film in freshman year to all these literally like hundreds and hundreds of universities. And then I narrowed down to my top 3 schools my junior year. And all 3, luckily enough, like I'm very grateful for them. They all 3 gave me full rides. And I was very grateful for that because I wasn't expecting that. I was told that doesn't happen.
I guess I don't know your top 3. What were your top 3?
Southeast Missouri, North Texas, and North Dakota State.
Ooh,
yes.
Fargo, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, you just go through, you talk to so many different coaches, go on different visits, and you just choose what's best for you. And you really need to get to know the culture and the team because that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
Yes. Totally agree. So what are you going to major in? Undecided?
Undecided, but probably something business. I really want to coach. So thinking about like maybe sports management. I don't know.
Totally like sports management, and then run like a gym, something.
Yeah, that would be a good gig.
Toby, are you ready to be trained by Dakota in a little?
Yeah, you are.
Couple years.
Train you as a libero, won't I?
Get him down as a shortstop.
Yeah, he told me he wanted to be a shortstop earlier, so I got you, Tobe.
Oh, awesome. Steve, do you have any questions for Dakota?
No, I think you guys got it covered. Great interview. Great guest.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap it up. All right, we're going to wrap it up with a hug. All right, that's Dakota Mitchell from Mid-Prairie. Best of luck at North Texas, and thank you so much for popping over to Sigourney today and being a guest.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break, and we'll come back with our Athlete of the Week and our Team of the Week as voted on here on Steve Shuttler right after this.
We're always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible.
Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Cranberry wine from Tassel Ridge Winery is a pink wine that captures the tart cranberry punch and complements it with a smooth and sweet finish. Cranberry wine will complement the ham in your family dinner at Easter, and it will add something special to light, spicy spring dishes. Cranberry wine is best when served chilled. Cranberry wine is available at the winery and at many of our more than 350 retail outlets in Iowa.
Hey, and we are back here on the sports section on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook and YouTube, and we are live at Barnwired in Sigourney, Iowa, on the south side of the square, 119 East Marion. Stopping busy place already this morning. Coffee and breakfast, a great thing to get you going on this Saturday morning. Okay, so thanks to our guests that have been on so far today. Let's take a peek at our Athlete of the Week as voted on this week here on Steve Shuttler Media, and that is, EBF. It's basically just the EBF Invitational anymore on our Athlete of the Week and Team of the Week. Ella Ray from EBF Girls Track. She does the heavy lifting with the discus and the shot put. So Ella Ray voted our EBF, our Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics Athlete of the Week. We should just call it the EBF Athlete of the Week.
They got a lot of voters down there, obviously. Good job.
And then our Kelly Style State Farm Team of the Week is HLVTC Girls Track. Now they're having a great track season.
Wow.
I know we had Aaliyah Cooper in here not too terribly long ago. We need to have some more of those girls pop in here and talk about what they're doing at HLVTC. So congratulations to that team for our Kelly Style State Farm Team of the Week. And again, Ella Ray, our Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics Athlete of the Week. All right, we bring on Jenny Hobbs one last time. What are your thoughts?
I was just going to talk about the HLVTC track just real quick, because I saw some of their times, and they have the fastest sprint med time in the state right now. Wow. And Emma Roberts is leading the state in high jump. She was state champion last year, so it's good stuff. And so hopefully we can have the Hall girls and Aaliyah and Emma back on. I do want to do a shout out to Alan Sellers, junior high track boys. Yeah. The Sigourney boys, won a track meet this past week, and they're competing hard. And I do want to give a shout out to my kids, Kyoto Junior High Track, because they had a good week too. A lot of times we don't have the squad numbers to win a track meet, but we're running events, and they're getting personal best, and that's all I ask is every meet try to get your personal best. And we did that Thursday night at Lone Tree. So anytime the kids are working hard, I'm pretty happy.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, I wish we had like 5 segments that we could book on this show. We could be here all morning long.
We could.
Talking to all of the different area teams, especially if you went into like, JV and junior high and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we like to give shout-outs, like to get as many guests on as we can here on the sports section. But yeah, I think that kind of wraps things up for this week. Not, we're kind of in that part of the year where if you like baseball, it's good for you. NBA, I'm not really an NBA fan.
Yeah.
They'll be getting into the I don't know if they're into the postseason yet or not. That's how much I don't follow the NBA.
Well, I will comment on that because I think it was last weekend we flipped on a game and it was the Milwaukee Bucks, and I like the Milwaukee Bucks because of Giannis.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden he's not playing. So nowadays in the NBA they get days off. And normally he's the type that doesn't take days off. He's an everydayer. And I was telling Toby that, Michael Jordan is legendary for never missing a game for seasons on seasons. Cal Ripken Jr., baseball. It's like you just didn't take a day off.
That is weird. That's a weird concept.
And the Bucks won in overtime. And I know the other team also had a guy or two that sat out, which... Okay, the Pistons. But, yes, you give those men on the bench, time to play. But I don't know. I guess some people take a day off from work every once in a while. But, I don't know.
Play.
Yeah,
that's what you're getting paid the big bucks
yes, you're
for.
playing for an hour and a half. Yeah. I mean, so anyway, we're not even going to get into that, taking days off. But so... I guess I was a little disappointed on how current NBA players.
Yeah, that is weird.
And it might not even be their decision. Maybe their coach makes the decision. Maybe the GM makes the decision, say, hey, let's rest you for the postseason. But anyway, I like everyday players.
Yes, I'm right there with you. And, we'll just wrap it up here. Again, we broadcast each Saturday morning live from Barn Wired. Stop in for home decor, coffee, and a whole lot more. At Barn Wired, they just celebrated their 10-year anniversary here, and had a great time yesterday with our Iowa Music Showcase, and just a great place for the community of Sigourney. So stop in, give them your support, and we'll do it again in another 10 years for another 20-year anniversary. How about that? All right, Jenny, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Again, thanks to Oski Girls Track. Thanks to Dakota from Mid-Prairie for stopping in, and we'll do it again next week here on the sports section at Barn Wired on Steve Shetler Media.